Yep.
Going live.
Good morning, Parish Hill. Today is Monday, March 8th, 2021. I'm Miles.
And I'm Jason.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please pause for a moment of silence. There is no chance, no destiny, no fate that can hinder or control the firm resolve of a determined soul. Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Beacon of Hope School Social Workers Lighting the Way is the theme for School Social Work Week 2021. In their role, school social workers are able to light the way, emphasizing the whole child, collaborating with other professionals, linking students and families with needed services, and advocating for their profession. On behalf of all of our students and parents, we would like to thank Mrs. Fedarsky for her work in supporting our school community, and I would especially like to thank her for everything that she's done.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Zadarsky. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Now, Parish Hill is celebrating Women's History Month this March, and we would like to share stories about the women in your lives. Now, today we have a video prepared by Aaron, our wonderful tech guy. Play it ahead, Aaron.
Good morning, Parish Hill. Well, I guess good night from the time I'm recording this. But this month is Women's History Month, and I'd like to be highlighting not a celebrity or famous woman in history, but a woman who's very close and dear to my heart, and that is my sister, Joya. I really look up to her, and for my entire life I've idolized her, because she works hard, she's smart, and she knows how to make life fun. And right now she is attending the University of California, Berkeley Law School, and she's going to become a lawyer someday, and wow, it's not something I could do. Well, props to her, and please enjoy this compilation I made just to show my gratitude for her.
Thank you, Aaron. For teacher absences, Chef Beth's classes will report to the following rooms. C period to Mr. Evans' room, 118. D period to Mrs. Abby's room, 143. G period to Mrs. Griffin's room, 126. Mr. Zimala's classes will report to C period to Mr. Evans' room, 118. D period to Miss Abby's room, 143. F period to Mr. Barron in the cafeteria. G period to Miss Shedd's room, 116. Mrs. Dauphine's classes will report to C period, Mr. Rotino's room, 115. And F period to Mrs. Connor's room, 135. The library is closed today, and there will be no pull-out lessons for band. The Costa Rica trip is running April of 2022, which is next school year. There will be an informational Zoom meeting for parents and students on Tuesday, March 9th, and Thursday, March 11th at 7 p.m. If students would like to participate, you may get a flyer from Ms. Shedd to take home. See Ms. Shedd for more information. Now to Jason with sports news.
Oh boy, we have some sports news, Parish Hill. First, before any of the sports news, for information about the live stream from Friday, there's a video addressing it on our news YouTube channel. You should go check it out for the information if you want it. Now for the game. Last Friday, the basketball team celebrated senior night for the senior players on the boys and girls basketball teams. The Pirates recognized Drew Desick, Torn LaFerry, Liam Kissman, Casey Dupuis, Emma Anderson, and Alexander Santiago in pre-game ceremonies before the game with Civic Leadership. The result of the game had the boys team losing a close game to Civic Leadership, 50-39, while the girls raised their record to 8-0 as they defeated the Civic Leadership Eagles. With spring just a few weeks away, the high school and middle school students interested in playing a spring sport are reminded they must have a current physical on file in the nurse's office and a signed spring port permission form given to the nurse in order to participate. Also, Monday or Wednesday, there will be an informal meeting during second and third lunch for high school baseball. I am ready. Miles, what's going on? Actually, yeah, there's lunch, Miles.
Okay.
There's indeed lunch.
Yeah.
Guess what there's for lunch? There is waffles with sausage links, hash brown, and fruit of the day. What's fruit of the day, Miles?
We will never know. Today's
Exactly.
weather, high of 39, low of 26, with sun all day. It's going to be nice and warm out, even though it's still kind of cold, it's going to be warmer. There is nothing like some warm sun on your skin to start off Monday. Tomorrow will be much warmer. We will begin, this week we will begin our new segment to showcase the capstone presentations in lieu of the capstone fair that was held in the past. And we will begin with Kyle Benito's presentation. presentation.
Hello, Pirates. Today I come to you from my humble abode to talk about my capstone topic, natural disasters in the United States and its territories. So as I'm sure many of you know, capstone is broken up into two pieces, a research paper and a project. And I had to talk about different topics for each of them, but still related to my overall topic. For my research paper, I decided to take the topic of natural disasters and look into natural disaster relief in the United States. This is a topic I certainly didn't know too much about and wanted to really get into how the government managed its relief efforts. I learned about the Robert T. Stafford Act and how that helps the government have a set process throughout major natural disasters and emergencies. I learned about the role of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the distribution and transport of supplies and money, and the organization of relief efforts and services before, during, and after natural disasters. I had also learned through a deep dive into the relief efforts of Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Maria that our relief efforts have a lot of problems, and that FEMA has a really big problem with their efficiency and overall competence. For my project, I looked into the human aspect of natural disasters that is usually overlooked. I decided to make a 5-part docu-miniseries focusing on people and their relation to modern-day natural disasters. I interviewed survivors of recent natural disasters to hear their ever-important stories and bring them to light through my videos. I also interviewed some of my friends to ask them what they knew about this last year in natural disasters and where they got their information from. This was an extremely eye-opening experience for me overall and has made me ever more passionate about change, both within the United States' handling of natural disasters and within the way people use social media to spread important information about recent and increasingly devastating disasters. I am about to show you a clip from my second video where I interviewed some of my friends with the big question, what do you know about recent natural disasters? I hope you enjoy. I also found it prudent to ask them where they got the majority of their information from, and the answers were not too surprising.
I would attribute my knowledge of these disasters to social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any of those, just sharing pictures and videos and providing links to more information.
I think I see some news about it, but I feel like I get most of my information through people's personal accounts on social media and people just sharing news and sharing information through it.
My knowledge to both of these things, I would definitely attribute to social media. Through social media, I learned way more from seeing environmental activists like Zac Efron. You had Leonardo DiCaprio. There were a lot of them that spoke out against these wildfires and told us almost why they were occurring and how our effect on the environment or our effects on like climate change were altering the way things were happening around the world.